6 people shot and killed in 5 separate incidents between yesterday and this morning. Also, we have making today's exclusive update. Woman shot dead in early morning gun attack in Shelter Rock, Spanish Town. Also, we have making today's exclusive update. Manchester's 3 active gangs are no longer active, says police. So now let's, before we get no further in detail in this exclusive, which I'm sure una go and stay tuned for my people. But just go kindly emphasize that you guys are smashing up that thumbs up button, which is very important to the movement over here at Common Sense. Yeah, man, my people, the faster we get the thumbs up button past a total likes, it's going to be the quicker YouTube will push out the video, rank and recommend it within the winning it algorithm, so that more law-abiding, innocent citizens can get the updates needed to better protect themselves and their loved ones from these criminal rugrats, likewise these criminal activities. Bear in mind the golden rule, which is to press that red subscribe button down below, press the bell beside it, and press all, so that as I drop an X Factual exclusive, you guys be one of the first persons to receive it. And remember, I am curious to know what you guys thinking about all these happenings taking place in our Jamaican society. So feel free to share a thought in the comment section about these incidents, and I personally, your host Common Sense, will be responding to those comments. So now let's get more in detail in these exclusive which you guys have been waiting on, one of which is now stating that a woman was shot dead in an early morning gun attack in Shelter Rock, Spanish Town. So the news reaching Common Sense online is stating that a woman was gunned down in Shelter Rock, Spanish Town, St. Catherine early this morning. She has been identified by the police as 42-year-old Aegisa Camille Kerr of Jones Pen in Beacon Hill, Spanish Town. The police reported that about 1 a.m., explosions were heard in the vicinity of a business establishment in the area. The police were summoned on arrival. Kerr was found lying on her face along the roadway with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to her upper body. She was assisted to the nearby Spanish Town Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. No motive has been established in Kerr's death. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch (CIB) is probing the matter. So basically, people, this 42-year-old Aegisa Camille Kerr of Jones Pen in Beacon Hill, Spanish Town, yeah, she get gunned down by we don't know if a police, criminal elements, or whosoever did this to this young lady. Me I tell you people, more than likely you know that this is not an act of the law enforcers. At the end of the day, people are going to say Common Sense, you cannot tell what happened because you weren't there. But being this is Spanish Town, being this is over there in Shelter, we know more than likely criminal elements are responsible for the unaliving of 42-year-old Aegisa Camille Kerr in the early morning, this morning, people. And as I may say, it is very sad, it is very disheartening to see say the man them nah no heart. And it's not just say the man them nah no heart. At the end of the day, you know, we have to go look upon it and be plain and straight. People, you see these females, them claim say a bad man them want you me, even though a song was say a G-man in a them old people. And when you hear young ladies, me I tell you about people grow them good data and check a sack a bad man, them a bring come a yard boy, mommy or daddy, see me boyfriend here. Disgrace and shame, man, where police are run down, man, where boom fence and tear through people window. At them and the females, them want have this day and age. So sometimes when we even see certain things happen to them, we only can mourn them, but we can't sorry for them. We can tell you the God Almighty truth. Some of these females are even more involved into criminal activities, even more involved into crime and violence than even some man. So when you see some females that get taken out by the CM87 rugrats, yeah man, at the CM90 kerosene, them same female, yeah, man, me I tell you, man, sometimes them don't know them danger. Them a follow up the bad manism, them a follow up the image where I run the road where say the young girl, them no want no man if them not fire no gun. You see me? And see it, this is just what you're going to get when you mix up with man where the ranks. You see me? The man are going to use, you know, whether you're a female, whether you're one nice little girl or not. Them not care. Once them feel like you're a threat to certain organization, you're a threat to their badness and them danship or whatsoever organization them are running, them are going to get rid of you. Once the dance in order and say the girl and in family for dead, the girl and in family are informer, you guys are going to be targeted. Sometimes the dan just do it for spite and use the same local killer where in a gang where asleep with you females, he make them see him one take on out. You see me, save himself the trouble. You get me? I say, so at the end of the day, when you look back upon it, females, it is not worth it getting your young lives involved in a crime and violence. And then when you want a way out, the only way out is up at the morgue. The only way out is up at the cemetery. You get me? I say, young people no need to wise up, no need to pull up on a stack. Because as I say, crime and violence now go nowhere. Crime and violence, me no know of it necessarily paying anybody nothing more than death or jail time, brother. And as I say, too much opportunity is in this world. Too much doors are being opened for these young people and young adolescents, young adults, same way, whether the big people them opportunity too much in this world. Me I tell you about legal means of earning an income, legal means of making a name for yourself. You know, if you get yourself entangled in a crime and violence. But at the end of the day, the more we talk, it come like a more it a fall upon deaf ears. These youths and these young ladies, nah, listen, brother, crime and violence now get to know nowhere more than the cemetery or a ticket, a plane ticket to run at the cell block, brother. Uno have to be more wiser. So at the same time, uno know common sense now go lay and draw out this one. We will just get more in detail in the exclusive, which you guys have been waiting and which is stating that Manchester three gangs are now dormant, says the police. So the news headline reaching over here at Common Sense is stating that Manchester, Jamaica. Police in Manchester are reporting significant progress in tackling gang violence with the sustained weakening of three criminal groups in Greyground, Granville, and Barnstable. Barnstable, yeah. Head of Manchester Police Superintendent Kerry Duncan said the gangs have gone dormant. In Manchester, we have three main gangs that operate in the space. We have the Greyground Gang and the 100-man gang, and also that is the 100-man Gaza gang, which operates out of Greenville, and the Barnstable gang. He told members of the Manchester chapter lay magistrates associates of Jamaica LMAJ at Gulf View Hotel in Mandeville on Thursday. However, I am pleased to report to this meeting that because of our sustained and deliberate and strategic operational tempo, all these gangs at this time are very dormant, he said, evoking applause from the audience. He emphasized the wide area of policing in Manchester and the success of law enforcement. The Manchester Division covers an area of about 830 square kilometers and has a population of approximately 192,000 persons. The division is historically known for high levels of acquisitive crime such as break-ins and robberies. There has been, however, significant reduction in these crime category, he said. Also, as I say, people, last year, 2025, we recorded a 38% reduction in murders over 2024 since last year because of our sustained and deliberate operational output. We were also able to recover some 51% more illegal firearms in the parish. These firearms were sometimes recovered from persons in fatal confrontation, added Duncan. Up to the mid-morning Friday, Manchester remained murder-free since the start of 2026. Duncan lauded the LMAJ and its members, who are justices of the peace, for their role in sustaining peace. They play an important role in helping us releasing these successes. As the superintendent, I pledge to continue the partnership with the LMAJ as the role of justices of peace is an absolute necessity as collectively we benefit from your services and initiatives as they strengthen our communities and empower our leaders, he said. So right now, basically, as what them say, even though from the year recorded after this news was placed out on the news headlines, four persons got unalive in that division the same night this news came out on the scene. Me I tell you about in four different places in that one parish, four persons were unalived, and me I say Jano Star. It come like say as them start talk, the devil hear them and just send out him workers to come do fame work. You hear me I say? Because as I say, Manchester government is now saying they are seeing a great reduction in crime overall, and we have to applaud the police officers them for keeping up their pep, keeping up their steps and putting in the work, pulling up their socks. But at the same time, you know, see now, because as I said, four persons were unalive that same night this news came out, and when those four persons were unalive, me I tell you about them unalive execution style by dirty criminal rugrats who are now plaguing our Jamaican society, who we need Mr. Superintendent Kerry Duncan and his team to go and get rid of these dirty criminal elements, put them in detailed investigation, find out who is responsible for those killing, those streaks of killing the other night, and get rid of them. May I tell you about totally eradicate them out of our Jamaican society, because it's criminal rugrats like these who let people keep living in fear, let people afraid for even go buy grocery, people afraid for even have the kids playing in the community, the old elderly people, them can't link up them old friends and all are reasoning in the community anymore, because criminal elements can pop up at any time unalerted, and people don't want to be no casualty of no crossfiring or nothing like that, so people rather to stay in being locked with themselves and be fearful than to come out and try to brave it through. You see me? And as I say, keep up a good work, Mr. Police Officers, because you have times when we are blaming you guys for shooting people without having evidence or proof of these people being involved in wrongdoings. But when una do no work, we are gonna come out here and go on the flowers when una deserve it. And in this given instance, we are gonna say bless up on yourself down there, the Manchester Division of Police, and the superintendent down there, Mr. Kerry Duncan. Yeah man, go and do the right thing, go and keep the work actively happening down there, because the criminals them as one that gone, one born, and as one gone may mean like 100 more criminal minded persons are born. So we know if you just know, so it's a never ending job of policing, serving and protecting our law abiding citizens. At the same time, people, we're gonna get more in detail in the exclusive of all exclusives, which you guys have been waiting on, which me sure know all of my lovely supporters been a whole lot for them, been like, come and send to a news about the 6 people them we get shot and killed in 5 separate incidents between yesterday and this morning. And we have it right here for you guys. But before we jump no further in detail in this exclusive which you guys have been waiting on, I'm just going to emphasize that if you haven't smashed up that thumbs up button as yet, remember it's very important to get the thumbs up button past 1,000 likes quick and fast. The faster we get the thumbs up past 1,000 likes, the quicker YouTube will automatically rank and recommend the videos within its algorithm and push it out to more law-abiding citizens so them can get these updates needed to better protect themselves and their loved ones from these criminal rugrats who tends to have a tendency to want to plague our Jamaican society, want to ravage it, which we won't allow. That's why I'm being emphasize and want my supporters then share out the videos them, tell a friend here over here at Common Sense is the place to be for the latest and the factual news updates only. So make sure to them subscribe over here to get the latest updates as them jobs so them can better protect themselves and them loved ones from these criminal rugrats, as me been emphasizing, and also these criminal elements. Right now we're gonna get more in detail in these exclusive, but before I do that, I just gotta emphasize, if remember you guys, the golden rule, which is to press that subscribe button down below, press the bell beside it, and press all. Remember to share your thoughts in the comment section, and I personally will be responding to those comments. So now to the exclusive which you guys have been waiting on, which is stated 6 people shot and killed in 5 separate incidents between yesterday and this morning. So news reaching Common Sense headline is stated that 6 people were shot and killed in 5 separate incidents between yesterday and this morning. The murders occurred in St. Catherine, Manchester and Hanover. Dead are 23-year-old labourer Dujani Hamilton, otherwise called John Wick of Newhall District, 33-year-old construction worker David Brown, otherwise called Ratty of Ellen Street, Newport, 22-year-old Raheem Ward, otherwise called Richie Rich, and 35-year-old Adrian Reid, both of Inner Street, Old England, all in Manchester. The other deceased are 42-year-old Camille Kerr of John Spen in St. Catherine and 52-year-old Lenford Hazel of Success District, Hopewell in Hanover. Police says Hazel was killed in his community at around 11:45 a.m. yesterday. Residents reportedly heard the explosion and summoned the police. On the arrival of the cops, Hazel was seen beside a car with gunshot wounds to his head and chest. He was pronounced dead at hospital. Meanwhile, Kerr was killed in Shelter Rock, Spanish Town, St. Catherine today. Reports are that about 1:44 a.m. residents heard explosions and alerted the police. Upon the arrival of lawmen, Kerr was seen lying along a roadway in a pool of blood. She was taken to the hospital where death was confirmed. Over in Manchester, Reid, Hamilton, Ward, and Brown were killed in 3 separate incidents. Hamilton was shot dead in the first incident in Newhall District last evening. Reports are that about 7:30 p.m. Hamilton was playing dominoes when he walked away to answer a phone call. Moments later, citizens heard explosions and Hamilton was found suffering from gunshot wounds to his face and neck. He was pronounced dead at hospital. Hours later, Reid and Ward were killed on Inner Street, All England. Police says they were at a bar at around 12:45 a.m. when gunmen attacked and opened fire, hitting them. Reid and Ward were taken to the hospital where they were pronounced dead. 15 minutes later, Brown was gunned down at his home on Ellen Street. Police reports that he was sleeping when he was awakened by a man at a door. Further reports that RD was pulled from the house by armed men and shot several times. The attackers fled and Brown was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Meanwhile, the Manchester police have now named 2 men they believe can assist with the investigation into the 4 murders. Commanding Officer Superintendent Kerry Duncan identified the person of interest as Ori Nelson, also known as Prince of Marshall Drive, Mayday, and CJ Wilson of All England. So right now, people, these two persons are asked to turn themselves in to the police, any police station with them they're near to, yeah man, because they have believed to have information can help the police officers to get this job done, to get these criminal elements responsible for the 4 murder streak down there in Mandeville. As I may I tell you, Mr. Kerry Duncan, the superintendent, is very angry right now after him come out and announce that the parish is crime free. The same day these criminal elements come and dirty up the parish for the year, the starting of the year. You get me? I say, yes, so right now, criminal elements responsible for all of these incidents, them know say, by the time the police do them in detail investigation, yeah man, trouble catch them, pitney shot now go fit them, because what? Guess what? We are get rid of them by any means necessary. I want to emphasize in the comment section for all of my law abiding citizens, emphasize in the comment section, make the police officers them know that we are with them 100% to get rid of the criminal elements responsible for these criminal activities and criminal activities of this nature. So once more again, from when you hear the voice and know on the host command sense forward out with a quick brief update for you guys, just to give you guys an insight on what is taking place with our whole Jamaican society and these criminal activities with their criminal elements and their criminal activities. You get me? I say, people, so as we get more updates, common sense will be providing you guys with more updates on these incidents. So just stay tuned, stay blessed. Once more again, but just I tell you guys to stay out of these criminal elements where I'm out.